Hello, family. This is your boy again, Gabriel, aka the messenger. Messenger of prosperity, peace, love, joy, and unity. That's what I'm about. I'm about making sure that you get those messages so that that can uplift you. All right? Today, what is the message that I have for you today? The message the universe have for me and you today. What I want to talk about today is simply wealth, abundance, wealth. We talk about wealth. Everybody wants wealth. But are we being specific what wealth is to us? So I will tell you along the journey, what I discovered that blew my mind, because I'm all about spiritual wealth, infinite wealth, spiritual wealth. You may not understand this, but spiritual wealth and material wealth and earthly wealth are not the same. Spiritual wealth encompasses everything. Material wealth is when you look at it from a tiny little perspective, from the earthly perspective, okay? All right, before we dive into it, I gotta give props, as always. I give props, ascended masters, my ancestors, and of course, the spirit of knowledge and love. Okay? All right, so when I'm talking about wealth, I'm talking about spiritual wealth, and I'm talking about earthly wealth. What's the difference? I want to give you a perspective. For you, I do my healing stuff, I do with crystals, okay? For some of you to understand, this is the clay quartz, and then this is my angel, rose quartz that I carry with me, okay? This, it's powerful. So if you follow your chakras, you understand. This helps you, keeps you mellow. When you think of pink, what does it do? Yeah, you say it's girly, right? Right? Girly, yeah. I've heard. I'm gonna do videos about that. But pink is a lot. It's wisdom, it's love. It means a lot. But we'll talk about that next time. So imagine Earth as actually this. This is Earth. Imagine this space as the universe. It's actually, no, actually, this is kind of big for Earth, from my perspective. Imagine this tiny little clear quartz right here as Earth compared to the universe. This is Earth. This is where you and I live. And one thing that we have been conditioned, or maybe we grew up because of the way we grew up, everybody wanted wealth, but from the earthly perspective, in this tiny. We chasing money from the earthly perspectives in this tiny little space. But when you go through spiritual journey, that's when, because we have free will, that's why sometimes you see certain people, once they go into the spiritual journey, they detach from earthly things. Once they are up here, they're like, up here is amazing. I have everything I need here. So I'm gonna detach from this. When you go through your spiritual journey, you go through all your chakras to connect, to ascend to your higher self. They always tell us to detach from this. This is Earth. But we don't want to detach. I was one of them. I'm still going through that journey myself. But this is one thing that's so remarkable. Once you learn to detach from earthly possessions, earthly perspective, that's everything on this earth, and then you open up that floodgate to ascend into the cosmos, into the universe. So now you are connected to the universal wealth. You can actually have everything that you ever dreamed of. The choice becomes yours. Now, you have the power now to have everything. You can have all the money you want, anything that you want. That's what spiritual wealth gives you. Because once you understand you can detach from this, then you have the power to decide. And sometimes when people get to this spiritual realm up here, this in the universe up here, they're like, do I really want to go down and lower my vibration again to get stuck in here like everybody else? trying to have all the fancy cars, which I have the nice house, I have, all these things. Do I just want to be free and roam around up here, be like a butterfly and float around with peace, love, joy, and prosperity? But we want to focus on this versus this. Once that light bulb came on to me, I realized that this is where the fun is. And when you get here, you can actually look down on this. And then, because you have already detached from this. Because when you detach, the reason why, that's part of the journey of going through fear. When you detach from, you're not afraid of death, because we never really die. We are just a light, sparkle of light, come into a physical body to have a physical experience. What is physical experience? To grow, to go through adversities that make us better. Then after we go through that, we detach from it. Now we have love. Then nothing matters anymore except love, because that's what's real, because everything else is just an illusion. This is earth. This is universe. This is God. This is everything. But He always tells us, let go of your fear. Let go of your worry. Let go of everything, and you can have all the abundance. That's heaven, right? So you can have that. So you can actually let go and be up here and enjoy heaven on earth. It's a proverb. It's just that significant. It's just that simple, right? So everybody is chasing, killing each other, taking advantage of each other to get this wealth that's in this tiny little amazing clear quartz here, crystal, which I use to clear my chakras, which is beautiful. Everybody wants to get this. But where everything is here. You want to have spiritual wealth. Then you can have spiritual wealth and then have this and have this. This will be like icing on top of the wealth that you want. That means you can have all the money in the world. You can have everything that you want, if that's your choice. But in order for you to be here to gain all this heavenly, universal wealth, you have to make sure that you have peace, love, joy, prosperity within yourself. And for the universe to bless you with this spiritual wealth, then you can have all the money you want. You will use that money to do good, to co-create with love, with peace, with joy, with happiness. That means people, the money that you receive, you use it to do good. Your money that you're getting is money that is using to create amazing things in the universe. You are co-creating where people can come in and be inspired. And also, you are not trying to compete with anyone, because the money, this is earth. So when you hear people telling you that there's poverty in the world, people, I promise you that, you guys already know this. One person that has spiritual wealth can eradicate world poverty, whatever you call it. So it's just ridiculous when people tell you, oh, there's this epidemic, it's so difficult, this poverty is ridiculous. Oh, stop it. Bill Gates can eradicate, world hunger and all that. But again, is that necessary for one man to do that? No. You're not supposed to go to Bill Gates or these rich people to do that. That's what the universe is supposed to do for you. Everybody wants to ask the government or ask the rich people to help them. That's an insult. You should apologize to the universe or to God for that. Because God is within you. The same God that gave them, the universe that gave them this wealth, can also give you the same. But when you start depending on people, because people say these rich people have all this money, they can help the people that are poor. What we need to be doing is to educate the poor people, to let them know that you can have spiritual wealth, because there's so much money, there's so much wealth in this universe. This is earth, mind you. So this is where all of us are in. And if you don't believe that this whole thing can, with a blink of an eye, can give everybody what they desire, you just have to believe. You have to have faith. You have to trust on divine timing. You have to love yourself and love everyone else and be happy for people, because the universe works that way. And when you're happy about people's wealth, I did a video about that. How not to be broke. When you're happy for other people, then the universe will reward you. When you are grateful for other people, the universe will. When you're grateful for what you have, the universe will reward you. When you speak of ill, you're angry at everybody, the Biebers of the world, the celebrities of the world, the Kardashians of the world, all these people, how they have all this money, they didn't do anything. Well, guess what? Your money will keep dropping more and more and more, because the universe don't like that. The universe don't like to hate. The universe don't hate. Remember those say don't hate, just congratulate. They say God don't like ugly. But what are they actually saying? The universe don't like negativity. Don't label that ugly. It's that God just don't like you to speak ill will. So if you want to have access to this spiritual wealth, for you to be up here, there's rules, there's universal laws. That means whatever the universe gives you, you have to use it to co-create amazing things that can move the universe forward in a positive way, that can keep positivity going, can keep humanity evolving in a positive light, where it doesn't cause destructions. So wealth. So people that get the money, the universe can give you all the wealth you want. People say, why do rich people that do bad things get money? That's where you understand how powerful and beautiful, amazing this universe is. God don't care about all the stuff you do. Those are your free will. If I give you money and you use it to do bad, it's your choice. And then we will deal with that once you ascend up there. And then you have to go through it, and then you probably have to come back and then pay for those things, because this is where you pay for it. So my point is, rich people get richer because they understand about, you know what, I'm going to dream and think and believe I can have it. Once you believe and have faith and trust in the process, in your abilities of God's consciousness in you, you will have money. But the question is this: when you get up here, what do? That's not up to God, because God will give you money. Either you're good or you're bad. It doesn't matter. He gives it to everyone. But what is the key? They believe that there's money out there. They believe that they can create money. They believe that they have the power and the ability to make things happen. Then you're speaking universal language, the universe's language. So you want to have a spiritual wealth so you can have all the abundance you want. Believe. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe and trust in this universe that it has surplus, that you already have it within you to create all the abundance that you want. But if you're coming from this perspective about hurting and killing and hurting other people in order for you to have this tiny thing, thinking that there's not enough for everyone, well, you're not going to be happy. I can promise you that. You can have all the money you want, then you're going to end up have to deal with all this illness, this depression. You can have a countless therapists and all this stuff, and you're going to end up being lonely. Just understand that if you are looking from an earthly wealth perspective, where you feel like you have to hustle and bust and go cheat people and trying to take advantage of people, take away their life, like their savings, their retirement, because you feel like, you have to take from little people, or you want to go to take from big people because you feel like that's the only way for you to get your wealth, then you got it all wrong. And I can promise you, when you take from Peter, rob Paul, or vice versa, it doesn't matter, you're not going to keep that money. It's an energy. You're going to lose it fast, because the energy of stealing from somebody, someone must steal from you. It's just universal fact. So understand that if you are in that matrix of this is where I get all my money, this is where all the wealth is, so I'm going to kill this person or kill those people that are doing drug dealing and doing child trafficking, sex slaves, all these things. You think you have to take advantage of innocent, vulnerable people, and you think that's where you get your money? I'm speaking to you directly. Whoever, if you are there, that you have your mindset set that all your money comes from earthly and you have to take advantage of people, I'm speaking to you directly. You are wrong. The universe is big, and money, there's a spiritual wealth that you and I, everybody, it has our name on it. We can have as many as we want. See, the thing is believing. If you visualize that you have billions and the universe is so magical that it will give you billions of ideas. I tell myself I'm a multi-trillionaire because I have trillions of cells that makes me go. And people think I'm nuts when I say that because I don't believe that, because the universe is amazing enough that if you believe you are, it must give you ideas. It will give you, because you believe, like, I know what I believe. I know that the universe will make it happen for me. And it's not up to me to come up with how it's going to happen. But I just know that the ideas will come to me because the universe must and will give you what you command, because you're the genie. You tell the universe what you want. The universe is here to serve you. So if you are envious, you are angry, and you have resentment towards rich people or wealthy people, well, you are stuck here. God and the universe is here. That's where the wealth and the money is. Understand there's plenty for everyone. There's plenty and surplus. So get yours with grace, with love, with understanding. And then you're happy for everybody that gets theirs. And then everybody will be happy. Be happy for your neighbor if they're doing well. Be happy for your friends. Be happy for everyone, because you know what? There's plenty for everyone. Remember, this is earth compared to this universe. That's so much. There's plenty for you. Don't hurt someone. Don't take advantage of someone. Don't cheat on someone trying to believing that there's not enough money. Spiritual wealth is infinity, is limitless. It's whatever you think of it. If you believe in this universe that it has surplus for you, you will have it. Don't be angry for people that are rich. Don't be jealous. Don't be upset. Don't resent people, because the more you have this negative, anger towards other people, it doesn't even hurt them. It hurts you. Why do you think this universe was created that way? When you are jealous about people having money, you don't have enough. When you hate on somebody for being successful, they actually cause you not to get more blessing. Why did the universe create it that way? That tells you that this universe is made of love, and it's made of understanding, it's made of acceptance. Because when you are loving and accepting and happy for that person, the universe rewards you. It's like the energy you give bounces right back to you. So if somebody makes millions and win lottery, you're like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Because you know what? God is, mine is also coming. I'm so proud of you. You're happy for you. I'm so happy. Congratulations. Mean it. Because the universe is listening through your energy, your emotions. Are you genuinely, or are you just saying that? Mean being happy so you can tap into the spiritual wealth. It's important. So people that live in a really poor, impoverished areas, depending on the government, you are stuck on the earth perspective of wealth. Expand your horizon. Believe and understand that God that created those rich people also is the same. The same 102 cells they used to create them is what they used to create you. The same light of God that's in them is also in you. Their light doesn't shine brighter than yours. It shines brighter because they believe that they have this God essence, this power within themselves that radiates. They activated their light and it's shining brighter. But you can also activate yours and shine brighter so you can have this spiritual wealth. There's plenty of money for you. Be happy for people that have what they have. Be grateful for what you have and understand that you can have as many, but you have to believe that it's already here because the universe is here. It's not going anywhere. So whatever you believe you can get, you will have that. But you have to trust. You have to have patience. You have to believe that spiritual wealth is yours, is already within you, because what's there is in here. And what's down here is in here. It's all you. So peace and love. May you have the spiritual wealth so that you can use it to do good. Because spiritual wealth comes with specific instructions. You must use it with love, with peace, with unity, and also bringing people together. You must use it to inspire in a positive manner. Because once you step outside of that, you lose your spiritual wealth. How do you lose it? You become empty. You're not going to be happy. You feel like you're alone. Because guess what? Your soul, your spirit have left you. It's disconnected because the ego has separated you from your authentic self. That's how. That's how. Then you start losing everything. Lawsuits, people start stealing from you, or everybody coming out of nowhere wants your money. Hey, you brought it to your... We always bring those things to ourselves. It has nothing to do with God punishing us, because God never punishes us. He wants to give us wealth in anything. Happiness, peace, love, good health. Whatever wealth is for you, you must receive it. Then you can add money to, because money is in the list of that wealth. So may you have all the spiritual wealth that you need and understand that it's surplus. You are a mighty money magnet, and the ocean of money engulfs you. Believe that, because I do. And if you believe that, you must have spiritual wealth, because you deserve to have it so that you can inspire and uplift everyone, because there's plenty up here for you and I. Peace and love. Make it rain, baby.